Welcome to Big Boy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all of the interwebs. I'm DZ, I'm your host. We're here Monday through Friday at 5:05 Eastern Standard Time. That's right, we're Latte Boy today. We're a little Latte Boy. That's okay. We had some scrambling behind the scenes, a little bit of miscommunication there, but we're back. We're stronger than ever. We got some great guests. We're going to get right into it. We have Altcoin Daily, who always gets in a fight during Thanksgiving over who gets all the gravy. He's always trying to get it. His brother's trying to get it. They're always fighting over the gravy boat, man. You never know how that's going to go. Hey, we have Bryan Emory. He's got a little flavor savvy for Thanksgiving this year. He's going to be ringing it out, getting all that cranberry dressing. Hey, real quick, Bryan, are you a canned cranberry dressing guy or a homemade cranberry dressing guy? Oh, no. Looks like it might be a little bit muted. I thought I heard you earlier, so maybe we'll
definitely sorry, that was my bad, guys. It's definitely a canned cranberry sauce for sure. It's my favorite thing. It's the only thing that I'm the only one that eats it in my family. Everyone else hates it, so I don't know.
You just eat it by itself, all
by
nonstop.
Itself,
Okay, all right, and we have CryptoKeeper. I heard the real reason he shaved his beard is because it was catching all the crumbs during Thanksgiving. So maybe we'll call him Crypto Crumb Keeper. And we also have Ben ? We have Ben finishing up the recording of something. He's going to be kicking Eron out of that chair probably in about 7 minutes. Maybe they'll even fight. Eron, can we count on you to just grip onto the armchairs and refuse to get up? Let's make some drama here.
I'm not leaving.
Let's see it. Prove it.
I don't like it.
Very
all right,
Jordan Belfort.
It's going to be a great show. Before we get into the topics and the lightning round, let's check out the market watch. It is everyone's favorite thing. Let's check out the coins. What are the coins doing? Are my coins pumping? I don't care about those only coins. Tell me what's in my bag. All right, we have Bitcoin down about 1%, Ethereum down about 2%. So everything's down a little bit. Solana down 8%. Cardano down 6%. We are going to be talking about Cardano later. It is looking a little bit scary. Meanwhile, Crow just keeps on murdering all the other coins. I mean, we all should have listened to Wendy and Crypto Face. They were saying buy it. They were saying buy it. And now look what happened. If we look at the top gainers, woo, someone's having a gala. Some coin is the belle of the ball here. Gala up 41%. Sand and Mana. If you would have told me a week ago there's still room to run for these two coins, I would have called you a liar. But I've talked about it often on this channel. Once coins get past $2, $3 support, sometimes they just want to run to $10. So, I mean, maybe we'll see that $8 to $10, $8 to $12. But huge gains there. And Zcash. You were making fun of me for buying my one Zcash the other day. Ha! Who's laughing now, baby? I got it at 160, so that's looking pretty good. Woo! Triple-digit income right there. All right, we got AMP, eGold, Fallen, Loopring, Cadena down about 10%. It looks like maybe the layer one, maybe everyone's getting, a little bit tired of that layer one pump. And now, maybe they're trying to find the new section. But that's going to take us to our first lightning round question here. Crypto Black Friday deals. We're wondering what cryptocurrency is on a Black Friday deal right now. Altcoin Daily, I'm going to start with you. What sector in the crypto industry, as you're saying, is like, you know what? This is undervalued.
I would say, first off, great to be here. Love the Altcoin Daily around the blockchain collab. What's undervalued? First off, to address everybody, it depends how much risk you are willing to take. For example, you're never going to regret buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, the higher cap Web3s, Cardanos, Polkadots, Solanas, etc. You're never going to regret in, let's say, 5 years, having bought more of those in 2021, in my opinion. If we look at Thanksgiving from the last year, Bitcoin was at $17,138 last year. People were saying, "Oh, I don't want to buy then," because nobody likes to buy in the dip. It's a pretty good move in retrospect. Now, what's undervalued? I would say those protocols. That's what I would be buying.
Okay, all right, I like that. Now we're going to cut to Bryan Emory. There's a lot of sectors in the crypto space here. There's all types of different coins. There's all types of different exposure. What do you say is on a Black Friday deal right now?
Honestly, I'm looking more at the main coins as a discount. Like my risk is not wanting to get heavy into any crazy altcoins right now.
So the blue chips then. The blue chips.
Yeah, the blue chips are definitely discounted. I think you can get in off of there's some pretty good support here. Now, if it ends up breaking that, then I'm going to be a little scared and I might run. But I'm still holding on to my long-term holdings there. DeFi is a little bit, but if you think we're coming to an end of the bull market, then people are going to tether out, and that might not be a good play. But I do like picking up some more of that, especially if you're staking and you need to hold some of that native token. It's kind of on sale. Celsius is something that I've just bought a little bit more of. But other than that, today I bought some Cardano. We'll see how that goes.
Do you see Celsius trying to copy, say, like a crypto.com playbook, a Crow playbook, maybe just start advertising very heavily and just people ape in?
I don't know. I have to look to see what their kind of marketing budget they're going to work with. I mean, Crow is just crushing it out of the park. Everywhere I go, I see them. In Vegas, they're on every freaking building everywhere.
Buildings, signs, displays, buses everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Fortune favors the brave is caught on. I don't know if Celsius is going to do that. I don't know if they have enough money to do it. We'll see.
All right. And just one last question on this. You said blue chips. Now, I'm going to give you a few options here, and then just tell me one extra one. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum, those are obvious blue chips. Next layer, you're going to have people say a Polkadot, a Solana, a Cardano. What is one more blue chip to you?
Man, I hate to say it. I guess, I mean, as far as undervalued, XRP maybe? At this stage?
Many people would say it's the blue chip, at least those who think it's going to be the coin that rules them all one day, but that's a whole nother conversation. All right, we're going to go to CryptoKeeper here. Now, CryptoKeeper, what is the #1 sector in the crypto space that you're saying is undervalued right now?
So I hate to be boring, but it just is the blue chips. When we look across the board right now, everything at the top has been down over at least the past couple of weeks. And ultimately, long term, just like Austin was saying, long term, those are all going to be winners. So if you're looking for a Black Friday deal, you're going out and you're looking for something that you can buy now that is going to serve you well right now, but it's also going to serve you well down the road. So I think the blue chips are definitely, but of the blue chips, Cardano, it's going to lull you to sleep, or it has lulled you to sleep. And then as soon as you let it go, it is taken off. That is what's on sale right now.
All right, so that is the undervalued gem. I think it's down to about 50% from its all-time high. I think it was, around 320 at least, and right now it's $1.60. I know Jeb just released a video, big fan and friend of the Chanley family here. He bought Cardano today. He said it was the first time he bought Cardano in a long, long time.
So did I.
He bought a heavy bag. I'm actually thinking about doing the same. I have to look at what platform I'm going to use. KuCoin probably, but I don't know. I'm going to look into that. All right, now Ben ? AKA Mr. Eron Schmeeds. Ben is walking out of the room now. He's going to kick it out of the chair. What is the crypto sector on sale right now? Hurry.
I agree with Keeper.
Hold your position.
He took the words right out of my mouth. I would go with Cardano, XRP, or Matic right now if I was going to buy a big bag of something. The things that have been boring you, the things that have been boring you recently that are about to pump. They've been boring you. As soon as you sell them, they're going to pump. So don't sell them as soon as you start getting bored. Get out of
All right, and maybe we'll toss Ben the same question here. Ben, I believe you can hear me now. So, all right, we got Indy in the house, and this is the lightning round question. We'll ask you real quick, Ben. What crypto sector would you say is on a Black Friday deal right now? Is it the gaming? Is it the NFTs? Is it the DeFi? Is it the blue chips? It is the layer ones. What crypto sector is looking like a good buy for you?
I got to say the Ponzi schemes.
Meme tokens.
Just in time for holiday season. BitConnect crashed 4 years ago, I think in January. So we're pretty close to 4-year anniversary of that. I think the token still exists if people want to. I'm just kidding. That's a great question. Really and truly, I'm sitting here thinking about some of these smart contract platforms that haven't really been moving. You know what I found today was, did you know that Tezos actually has a higher percentage stake than Cardano, which is very interesting. So Tezos, Solana on a dip, Avalanche on a dip, Ethereum on a dip. We have Polygon sitting still, which is an E layer 2, but still smart contracts on top of it. And obviously, the #1 project on sale right now is Cardano. The prices that it has dropped to is absolutely phenomenal. If you're looking to get involved with that project and you felt like you missed it, now is a great time. It's got to be close to a bottom here. People are saying there's going to be a death cross in December. Look, when the entire market starts moving up, there's no chance the Cardano doesn't move up. So, I think smart contract platforms, are a good place to look. Look, metaverse projects aren't on a discount right now. Gaming tokens not really on a discount right now. So you got to look at where the discounts are.
Yeah, I agree. $1.60. We're looking at it earlier. We look at it one more time. Let's see. Let me refresh here. I think it had fallen. We are going to talk about Cardano a little bit more, so I don't want to say too much. But yeah, right now $1.65. So we'll jump into Cardano soon. Ada gang, where are you at? Hit that like button. We're talking about Cardano. You make sure we talk about Cardano at least once a week because you let us know in the comments. We haven't talked about it in a long enough time. So let us know if you like Cardano. Put hashtag AdaGang. Hit that like button. If you like Cardano, if you like crypto, go ahead and hit that plus. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's get into the first topic. We have a giant ETH milestone. And I meant to put this up, so I'm going to type it in real quick. This is the ethburn.info website. If you go to ethburn.info, it tells you up to date per block how much Ethereum is getting burned. And we just crossed 1 billion. The price right there is definitely a little bit off. They have it under 3,800. I don't know where Ethereum's at, but it's certainly more than that right now. Ethereum's 42. So yeah, it's actually that number's off. It's not 3.8 billion. It's closer to 4.3 billion. In the last hour, we have 500 ETH. So we're getting millions of dollars burned every single hour. Almost $4 billion burned total. Over $4 billion turn. And as ETH increases, the dollar amount, the fiat amount is just going to keep going higher and higher. So they just burnt their millionth coin. Of course, this all began with the EIP 1559 that started in August. So we're looking at just 3 months, burning billions in just 3 months. So I want to ask you, Altcoin Daily, this I know you don't like predictions, but you got your finger on the pulse of the market here. You see what moves the needle. You've been in the space for a while. What do you think actually moves the price more? Is it actually the reduced supply and the supply-demand economics? Or is it everybody knowing that, some ETH is being burned, so now I'm bullish, and they just refuse to sell? Is it the actual burning or people knowing that it burns?
I would say yes.
But
if I had to get more specific, exactly, it would be the supply and demand. That's the base. That's what leads these giant price swings for Bitcoin. Ethereum has their own little halving in the sense of EIP 1559. And I think what's important for the audience is just because, and most people know this, but if you're maybe a newbie, just because Ethereum is being burned does not mean that every day is a deflationary day for Ethereum. It just depends how much use is on the network, how much is being burned. But what's important to me is, do you think 5 years from now, more people are coming into cryptocurrency or less people? Do you think we're trending up, more people coming digital, cryptocurrency going more mainstream, or less people? I personally think more people. I think ETH is a blue chip for a reason. So whether we, falter or dip or sway in the long term, next year, next month, 3 years from now, nobody knows. I'm looking at that broader trend up and to the right.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, and then that is an important distinction. Deflationary, it is becoming more or less inflationary, more deflationary, but some blocks are deflationary. The vast majority aren't. They are inflationary. It just slowed down the rate. So yeah, that is an important distinction. A lot of people think the supply is reducing. It's not reducing. Same thing with the Bitcoin halving. We've talked about it before. It's reducing the rate. Both are technically inflationary. So now, Ben, with ETH 2.0, we saw the huge run up with the EIP 1559. With ETH 2.0, do you expect a second large leg that, maybe that's how we hit that 8, 10, 12K? Do you think there is going to be a big blast off in Q1 2022?
No. Look, we certainly could have a huge blast off for Ethereum in, Q1, as Bitcoin should top out by the end of December. I still believe that. I know it's sounding crazy, but I think by the end of December, it's not going to sound that crazy. If we look at what happened, I think it was Elio that posted on Twitter. Like, if you look at what happened in 2017, it went from 8,000 to 20,000 in the month from Thanksgiving to the end of December. Really from Thanksgiving to December 17th. So in only 3 weeks, it over doubled. And so we don't have to go up that much. We just have to go up about, 80%, not 100%, to get to 100K and then bounce back down. So that could leave altcoins running in January like we saw in 2018, but it certainly won't be because of ETH 2.0, because that is a long process. That is not like a switch where they flip it on. It is going to start to move over to the beacon chain, but I don't think we're going to see transactions really speeding up. And somebody believes with me. They actually want to come arrest me right now for saying that. That must be the Bitcoin maxis.
That was a hot take. Yeah,
hot
take.
They
want to shut you down for that one.
Yeah, that's right. So, but the point is that it's not, ETH2 is not going to immediately change the market at all. It's a long, it's a year to a year and a half process to make the total switch.
All right. Well, Bryan, what are your thoughts on the ETH 2.0? Do you have any personal feelings on like what direction it will go? Do you think we'll kind of see some with the EIP 1559 where it's like Ben said, this is a long process that'll take years, but they have these like little micro steps. And sometimes with a micro step, at least what we saw a few months back, that little micro step, it was successful and it seemed like the price just took off. Do you have any predictions or thoughts of how this is going to play out next year?
So I think every step in this process is going to be important in seeing if they, can keep up with their timeline, and it is going to be good for ETH. Do I think it's going to move the market a lot? No, not really. I think it's just going to keep it. It's going to keep it at the top as long as it just keeps moving forward. I think right now, the only stuff that's really going to move the market is just hype announcements. Now, as they complete different parts of the process, okay, maybe that's good news, and good news will make it pump. But it's just right now it's all about trends and announcements and people positioning themselves, because crypto is here. Like, we are living in a crypto world now. And so however the media spins all this, whatever good PR they can get out and make themselves relevant is what's going to pump stuff right now. Other than that, the actual tech of the project, increasing and getting better is always a good thing, and is what we want to see as real hardcore investors. But as far as seeing it moon for any tech reason, I don't see that happening next year.
Okay. Now, we brought it up earlier. Now, Keeper, we do have deflationary blocks. Most blocks are inflationary. It was still increasing the Ethereum that we're seeing here. Every now and then it'll happen, but this is getting burned out of circulation. There is no more, Ethereum once that is burned. Why don't, just from a, for the person, the layperson, watching at home, why don't they just burn 10x, right? Like, why don't they just burn way more than they're burning now? Wouldn't that just be, great for the network if they just burned 20x, 50x what they're burning now?
Ultimately, the ETH has to be used, right? We have NFT and DeFi. We have NFTs and DeFi, and that ultimately is what, in my estimation, is charging this deflationary aspect of ETH. And we need to be able to utilize it. You start stepping it up like that, and again, I'm not too deep on the actual technical side of things. It sounds good for tokenomics on the front end, but as far as actually being able to fill blocks and use Ethereum for what it is intended for, I think you're going to run into problems doing that. So ultimately, no, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would have to come from somewhere, right? We'd have insane gas fees, but like maybe the ETH would go up. But I don't see how the gas fees could. You'd have to be a whale, right? You're sitting on $1 million and you're not minting NFTs every 10 minutes. Yeah, it's probably great for you, but the average user, it's definitely would fund the project. All right, well, let's get to the last topic. ADA Gang, where you at? Let's see. I'm not seeing enough hashtag ADA Gang in here. I'm not seeing enough likes. Let's definitely get those likes up. I know we can smash through 2,000. So let's get that number up. Let's lead into this holiday weekend with a nice ADA Gang pump there. But let's talk about Cardano. I got the price chart right here. It is looking really good. If you're watching this channel a year ago, if you're watching this channel a year ago, we're telling you to buy under 2 dimes. A dime and a nickel. That's what I say. Give me a dime and a nickel, and they would give me 15 cents in Cardano. And so we're seeing the huge run up. It actually was above $3. This is going to be the daily chart. So, we had a couple spikes above 3. Right now we're down. It's about half of where it was. It is way down. As we said in this first segment, I think we all agree that it is on sale right now. Like, Cardano is definitely on sale. Down 25% on the month, 30% on the weekly. But they had some pretty bad fudding news that came out over the past 24 hours. We saw you guys mention it in the chat. It happened right before we went live. We didn't have time. Oh, real quick, Sharp Claw, Police Siren, your ride's here. Okay, that was funny. I just want to tell you that. But yeah, we saw it. We knew we needed to talk about it. So we looked into it. Yeah, it got delisted. Cardano and Tron was delisted from the site eToro. Now, BJ, he actually pointed out that eToro was founded by one of the Ethereum founders. So we found that pretty interesting, though. But yeah, so it got delisted. The coin's pumped. I mean, it also Cardano, it's fallen from 3rd to 6th in, market cap. We all think it's a good buy. Now, Altcoin Daily, it dropped from 3rd. It went all the way down to 6th. We all think it's kind of on sale right now. Is this going to reverse direction, or do you think Cardano is just eventually going to fall out of the top 10? Can it head back to the top 5, or is it falling out of the top 10 first?
First off, you mentioned eToro delisting ADA, Cardano. I just want to point out that I have a goldfish also.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were talking about things that don't matter. Anyway.
That was good.
No,
that was good.
Nobody...
That was good. Yeah,
right,
you led me on that path, and then it was worth it.
Hey, nobody, I mean, obviously nobody wants to get delisted, but if you're asking me, can Cardano reapproach the top 5? The answer is hell yes, as long as we're in a quote unquote bull market. And the reason is because we're seeing the proof of concept with Ethereum. And obviously Cardano is aiming to be better than Ethereum in every way possible, is their aim. So 100%, as long as ETH has legs. Do you guys hear that siren? As long as ETH has legs, Cardano 100% can still be in the game. And also, even if it doesn't enter back into the top 5, let's say worst case scenario, we're in the worst timeline and we go into a 2-year bear market starting tomorrow. Cardano is still going to be fine. It's who can build, who can make progress in that bear market and come back stronger.
All right, so you believe in the Falconeer. I like it. I like it. Now, they had a statement. They released a statement. They didn't just do it and say nothing. Statement was, the regulatory landscape for crypto is evolving rapidly. As a result, we are limiting the ability for U.S. customers to open new positions in or stake Cardano and Tron. So, I mean, they're coming after them, but not really any details were added there. It was just kind of, vague. Now, Bryan Emory, do you have any personal theories on, why they maybe delisted these two coins?
Man, I mean, I guess what you said there is with regulatory, maybe they know something that we don't know.
Okay.
That Cardano is working on. That
does that make you worried? Has that got you worried at all?
Am I worried? No. I mean, I think that they're still a major player in the game, and I think that they're going to continue to grow. So I literally opened a long today in it, and I even opened a leverage long, as degen as that is in our Cardano today. So right. I'm not scared. I'm not worried.
As Bryan Emory famously said months ago, I'm never on the sidelines. I remember that. I still think about that. It was a good one. Well, it's not all dark skies and lightning and, raining, rodents from the air and tornadoes coming out of the ground and lava spewing out of your chimney. It's not all bad news. There is some bright skies on the horizon. Bitstamp, you know what? I mean, Altcoin Daily kind of who cares about eToro? I've never used eToro in my life, and I'm on, I'm in these exchanges a lot. I've never used it. Bitstamp, it's a far larger exchange, and they actually recently added Cardano and also IOHK. They're having all types of upgrades. They're planning on a block size increase. The Plutus, that's the code that writes it. It's going to have a memory script. Units per transaction is going to be increased 12%. So just think about more lines of code, so they could put 12% more lines of code, meaning, I guess, essentially at the end of the day, a more complicated smart contract whenever they come out. So, these things are happening. CryptoKeeper, do you think Charles Hoskinson is going to maybe kind of take the reins in the next week or two and kind of do what he does and jump on a stream and then kind of change the narrative? Do you think he's going to, personally try to stop the FUD?
I think Charles Hoskinson is a really good comparison to a Steve Jobs. He has this mentality where I'm going to take as much time as I need to get everything perfect before I put it out. Part of the problem with that, as I see it in the crypto space, is the majority of what we do as it relates to investing and the price of these assets is speculative. And so when you have something that people view to be dragging, something that is ultimately moving too slow, that slows down people's drive to say, oh, there's something new going on here, something's changing, this, that, and the third. So I think that if he's able to maybe kick that up a notch, I think it'd be great. But that being said, you know, it has been taking forever. But when he does release the things that, or when he has been releasing parts of Cardano that actually are moving it forward and progressing it, it has been successful. Now, the smart contracts has been an absolute just nightmare. But overall, yeah, Charles will probably jump on. He'll probably have a few YouTube, a few YouTubes that he's talking about. Well, here's what we're doing. We're increasing the block size, which then ultimately increases our throughput, our speed. And I think he's going to give out all of that information. But at the end of the day, his goal is just to save the world from lack of banking services, as I see it. So who knows?
All right. And we're going to end it with Ben here. I'm going to ask you this final question. This is just kind of maybe a message for the people here. There's a lot of people, they maybe are scared to buy this dip, or, people that are holding it and maybe they want to dump it because they see all these, shiny coins jumping 40% in a day, 20% in a day, and Cardano's just kind of sitting sideways or even falling a little bit. Do you have any message for these people who are maybe either afraid to buy the dip, or, they're even thinking about selling the paper hands? Yeah, what can you say to kind of calm some of the fears that maybe some of these people are thinking right now?
If you're thinking about panic selling Cardano, do it. I need my bags to pump.
Okay. All right. So the paper hands get out, and that's when it's gonna skyrocket.
That's what happens.
That is what happens, actually. All
Crypto is cyclical. Cardano has been many times. People have been, oh, it's a scam. It's not going up. It's never going to build anything, blah, 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 blah. And it's just kept ticking on. If you were to, let's see, let me go here to Coin Paprika. I like Coin Paprika. It's a fun site. I'm going to share my screen real quick with you guys. We'll go to Coin Paprika here. Okay, you guys can see that. And we are going to search Cardano. It's right here. Let's see what it's up for the year. It's up 908% over the last year. Okay. Look at the month. Look at the week. Look at the year. Now it's down 23%, which means, really that number before it dropped would probably have been about 1,400 that it was up. There have been many times, if we look at the 1 year, where Cardano has been stagnant. I mean, look, stagnant, pop. Stagnant, pop. Stagnant, down, getting ready for a pop. If you look at the all-time on Cardano, you will see over here, we talk about this a lot. And I'll zoom in a little bit further here. It took 3 moves to get Cardano from 2.5 cents to $1.18. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. They actually got it 97 cents. Some exchanges had it over $1. So the point here is don't be stupid. Don't sell Cardano because you're panic selling. That is definitely a recipe for losing. The number one way people lose money in crypto is jumping coins too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's don't do it, people. Don't do it. I was just reading the super chat here. They're saying deadlift on the dip. You scoop that dip up. You scoop it up. And when you're feeling the most fearful, that's when you should be the most greedy. But let's end it with we'll end it with, it looks like Ben, you got it there right there at the end. But how about everybody? We'll start with Bryan Emory. We'll go in a circle. Just say one thing you're thankful for.
I'm thankful for an amazing community of friends that I get to work with and that push me to grow every single day.
All right. I think you stole Altcoin Daily's answer. And this was his idea, by the way. So make sure, show him some love. But Altcoin Daily, what's one thing you're thankful for?
I'm thankful that DZ is a great host and pointed it out. That was my answer. But to continue on that thought, the community is what we're going to remember 5 years from now. Obviously, everybody is in here to make money. Everybody's here for mass adoption. In my opinion, the true mass adoption, the true 100x is all the friends we made along the way. So that's what I'm thankful for.
All right. I'll say it real quick. If you just share my screen, I'm thankful that the Pluto Alliance floor is only 2 aliens away from 0.1. So you might want to hurry on that one. All right, Ben Armstrong, what are you thankful for?
Well, obviously, like everybody else said, they both stole mine too. I was going to say the Bit Squad. I mean, I'm definitely the most appreciative of the Bit Squad. You guys have made this channel what it is. Without you guys, we're nothing. But I will say, extremely thankful for the original Bit Squad, which is my family, my wife, and my kids. And, you know, a lot of people get on here and they like make this joke all the time about like making wife changing money in crypto. I'm just very fortunate that I've got a wife that I love very deeply and has supported me for all 12 years that we've been married and supported me to pursue my dreams, because without that, I couldn't do this. And, you know, obviously I love all my kids so much, get to go to all their games and a lot of fun. So definitely thankful for the family, thankful for the Bit Squad. You know, it's people, right? I mean, you're thankful for people. At the end of the day, that's what you're the most thankful for.
Oh, geez, CryptoKeeper, that's a tough one to follow. You guys better micro clippers. You better clip that. CryptoKeeper, what are you thankful for?
I'm going to break the rules and I'm going to give you two. And the first part's going to sound like I'm kissing butt, but this is an absolute fact. I'm thankful for this channel and Altcoin Daily. True story. I literally have made money, like real deal money, from listening to the two of you, Ben and Austin and Aaron, obviously. So I'm super thankful for that. And you guys have given me the motivation to push forward with my YouTube that, you know, it shows that you can go from nothing to absolutely the moon, and I'm super excited about that. And then secondly, my 6-month-old daughter and my wife have absolutely changed the way that I know and see life. You know, it's just a totally new experience as far as my daughter goes, and my wife coming alongside me and trusting me through this process of doing the social media thing and trusting me through the crypto game. So that's what I'm thankful
I love to hear it. Great answers. And Ben, we'll switch it up a little bit. You go ahead. You get your 30 seconds, and you can close us out if you want to.
Wow, that is amazing that I get to, you know, I'm thankful I get to win my own show for sure. And, you know, just to piggyback on what I was talking about earlier with the thankfulness, I mean, I do think obviously we head into Thanksgiving, you know, there's a time to be with family and people that you love and to really be grateful, but don't be grateful just on Thanksgiving. You know, wake up every day and think about what you have and what you're grateful for. And another thing that I'm grateful for is my staff here. We are a true team here. People are always like, why do you always say we? It's because we're such a team. You know, we've got such great employees, and then the people that come on around the blockchain, they're part of the team. We got people that work remote. You know, it's definitely, you know, what I built here has been something that, you know, isn't just like, hey, we're a machine, but it is cool when you get to work with your friends all the time.
All right. Well, that's all we got time for. Until next time, have a good, happy Thanksgiving. Easy out.